Can you mute yourself, please? Copying the link, right? Well, you're going to copy the link, right? Well, you're going to copy the link, right? Good evening, comrades of the APC. Link, right? One second. Good evening, comrades of the APC. Link, right? One second. Good evening, comrades of the APC. Link, right? One second. Good evening, comrades of the Good evening, good afternoon, good morning from wherever you are. This is now the APC UK and Ireland online TV platform. Today, the 7th of November 2021, and the time now just 5 minutes past 7 o'clock. First of all, apologies for the small glitch or gets will lead to this 5-minute delay. And me and a comrade Owen Kasu, the talk to owner, the host, and I dinner today with me co-hosts, Winner Sweet Bonita, and as well as Mr. Mo Bangura, we are the technical director. And from the background, we get to other comrades them, we are Dr. Amadou Denke, we get Mr. Delwin Thomas, and Supermed, and Arun Pape, and lots of technical advisors them within the background. Today, not a very sad day for we na the Sierra Leone. We get a disaster we happened yesterday on the 6th of November 2021, and the entire country, the Mount, as well as the diaspora. I just want quickly, before we start to discuss this topic, I just want quickly ask me co-hosts for say Hotel Fambul Madu, and over to Mr. Mo Bangura after that. Co-host, Sweet Bonita, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, everyone. As Barankas have just said, we are saddened, so I really cannot say much. It's just to say good evening, good afternoon, good morning. It all depends where you may receive this message from.
Yeah, over to you, Mr. Mo Bangura. Please come and say hi to comrades then.
Yeah, hi to everyone. Really don't know what to say, but because of the sad events that were happening at Freetown, so obviously the host and the co-host and we guest and they will discuss on that day. So I just want to say good afternoon to all. Thank you.
Yeah, once again, comrades, I think the link don't come out. We just start for share the link so people can go get for view the show as we go. At the moment, the entire Sierra Leone, they go through serious, I would say a monumental disaster take place yesterday around the eastern part of Freetown. To be precise, now the SLPP junction area and between that side to Calabar Town Sino Junction, just around that side, and a place where I know very well, and a place where now they live, now they are there in Calabar Town. So, and in fact, some of the people them where this disaster happened, I begin phone certain people them for see if they're actually they. That vicinity day for tell me what they happen. And one pandemic get back to me today, and the other ones them don't able to get back to me yet. And I'm still worried. And I don't bring any messages them of few people the way I sabi, we being a corrupt inside this disaster, we don't lost their life. So really and truly not a very good moment for we as Sierra Leoneans right across the country as well as the diaspora. Before so we talk about the nitty-gritty of what happened that led to this disaster, I just want for say there was huge reaction all over the Western world. But Sweet Bonita want to say something quickly. I'll just go over to Sweet Bonita. Let's just say something quickly. Go on, Sweet Bonita.
No, host, just continue. We don't forget for the 1 minute silence before we proceed, please.
Okay, yes, we're going to do that in a minute. Before we do that, just the quick reactions of the people them around the world, the Western television stations them from Al Jazeera to BBC to, you know, all sorts of media platform them actually talk about this one. And then, you know, from we Secretary General of the APC talk about that, the diaspora chairman them. We had an emergency meeting yesterday late at night. A meeting will last for good 5 hours for discuss about this fire incident we happened at Sierra Leone and waiting a good reaction to that. And we want to say kudos to the diaspora chairman them for the swift response to waiting happen. So before we will go into the nitty-gritty of this whole thing, we want to just hold a 1 minute silence for the people them we don't lost their life. Condolences on behalf of the APC UK and Ireland media team and the executive of the APC UK and Ireland, and of course the diaspora, the entire diaspora, because this platform like diaspora platform, and then we all they mourn for the loss of over 100 Sierra Leoneans, them brothers and sisters that we lost their lives. So we want to just start the 1 minute silence as from now.
It's 91 people.
Right. May the souls of the departed rest in perfect peace. May Allah give them people the way we lost, a Jannatul Firdaus. It's not a disaster we do not expect. It happened just like that. And so much a man they go. I will come, you know, nobody need know how it go. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for open the doors of heaven for them people like us who we lost their life from this disaster. So before we start, I just want to give a quick video I want to share with we for we start from there.
At least 91 people have been killed and many others severely burned in a fire that followed a fuel tanker explosion in Sierra Leone's capital. So the blast happened after the tanker collided with another vehicle at a busy junction in the Wellington area of Freetown. The vice president has visited a hospital treating the injured. The number of dead is expected to rise. Omar Fofana is a journalist. He's joining us from Freetown in Sierra Leone. where I believe you're at the scene of that accident. Omar, tell us what you're seeing.
Yes, please. I'm right at the scene. You can see just behind me here the wreckage of the tanker into which a truck rammed last night. And the latest we have is that 97 charred bodies have been received at the central mortuary. That is according to the mortuary officials. And there are more than 100 people who are injured and admitted at various hospitals across the country. The health area has been stretched with hospitals asking for everything that they need to be able to respond. Most of those more than 100 patients who are currently admitted are said by the country's Deputy Health Minister, Dr. Amara Jambai, to be critically injured. And it's a matter of time, he says, before the death toll rises. So, as you can see here right now, there are lots of people in the background here, people expressing concern and some people wailing.
Tell us more about how this actually happened.
Well, it was late yesterday evening, after rush hour, people heading home, must have been around 8 p.m. local time, when this tanker right behind me here, or the charred remains thereof, was rammed into by the truck, which you can also see just by the burnt out tanker there. So once it happened, there was some petrol leakage from the tank. And then some commercial motorbike taxi riders came and they were started scooping the fuel from the truck, from the tanker rather. And then there was a traffic holdup in this area, so that when there was a fast ball that more or less came out shortly afterwards, we don't yet know what caused the explosion. But once it happened, then those who were trapped in the traffic in their vehicles, the explosion hit them, the fireballs more or less snowballed the whole area. And many of those who died or they were burnt inside their vehicles. And a lot of others who died were the motorbike taxi riders who were scooping fuel from the tanker.
We expect, or there are reports that there will be some sort of emergency response meeting later chaired by the country's vice president. What do we expect to happen there?
Yes, the country's president is at the climate summit in Scotland. So the vice president is acting, and there is an emergency response meeting which is scheduled to happen any moment from now, which will be chaired by that vice president. They're planning to prepare their response. I mean, the response so far has been very basic. You can see the police officers, the army, the prison services, the fire force are all here, organized by the Office for the Response Agency. But their response has been very basic. Those who responded last night to collect the bodies and send them to the mortuary this morning had to use basic plastic bags to cover their hands with. That is how far things have been stretched here in terms of the response. But we don't know what they will come up with once that emergency meeting happens later today.
Okay, thank you so much for the time being, Omar Fofana, for giving us an update from Sierra Leone.
Well, once again, comrades, this is not just the one of the platform them we show this disaster will take place. And right across the world, the reaction was quite swift. From the president, Julius Maada Bio, himself respond. I think na Twitter, because I think he be there outside the country. And then he be there London. And we get also reaction from across the world, APC people, them all over the place. And there were a few statements that will come out, condolences that will come out where people them write. You know, the honorary consul from California and the embassies them across the world, they all send messages them of condolences then to the people them in Sierra Leone for this kind of disaster. And I don't know if Sud Bonita get any quick reaction from GUI with regards to this fire first, then we'll go into the actual thing, how it happened, Sierra Leone. Sud Bonita, over to you.
Yeah, well, basically what we all heard, it's because this thing happened on Friday night. And to be honest, people in Sierra Leone, most of them were not even aware. They were most informed by us, again, the diasporas, because as far as somebody that lives in Kessie Road or Godrich or even Tingbet Town, we're not able to know such an event or activities or tragedy was taking place in the East part. So for me, when people look down upon social media or us, it's sometimes a bit difficult, because if we were not talking about this, it will not be out to this particular extent. And I think we should be able to work together. This is not about party, this is about our country. And most people that die were young people. We saw them, we saw the people that do the motorbike, the bike riders, how many bikes were destroyed. And it's a bit sad in Owankese, and I'm sure all of us from Sierra Leone can feel the pain of what the people of Wellington are going through, because again, that's like their central. From there, you go to the old road or you stay within the new road, and across there, that's the supermarket. When I was in Sierra Leone, that's where I go and do shopping. So that is like close to home. And my family lives literally behind the PMB itself, like back of the old road. So it's like, this is close to home for me. Even though, yes, everyone in my family are safe, but there is also a neighbor that we cannot account for at this minute. Because again, as some of us know, there were people that were burned. It's only bones. And you can imagine in Africa, how would they be able to say, this particular bone belongs to X, Y, and Z? It's not visible. So this is the sadness of the situation. And again, as you said, mother was here having fun, tweeting of he will support only SLPP members. For me, that was one of the sickest message I think he would have sent at this particular point in time. Because maybe most of the people that died did not belong to any political party, so it doesn't mean their life doesn't matter. And for me, that's the worst part of it. As much as people were saying he was here making fun of the ones that have passed away. If they were not part of his political party, they are not relevant to him. So that's just, for now, it's a bit sad, but that's what I have to let you know.
Okay. I think so waiting the happen, somebody may actually retweet that one day and change few of the words them, make it appear as if Madabio say not just the SLPP people then. But I mean, this is social media. People can do whatever they can anyway. But this, we don't see similar disaster that happen in Sierra Leone, where then they take them blame us squarely on we former presidents. Where disaster take place, the mudslide, they say na Neskroma. When how you call them? Ebola come, they say na Neskroma bring Ebola. When rain for them and people drown, they say na Neskroma. So I don't know, we no go on and begin blame Madabio because in the country for talk about what happened. So, but we hope say it take responsibility as a serious and responsible leader. I think say if I come out and take responsibility for such kind of disaster, because we lack everything when it comes to the medical things in the country. They talk about the disaster management team within the country. The disaster was there waiting to happen. It was blatant, it was clear, it was waiting to happen. It was like a time bomb waiting to happen. Whoever they as a security or response team or disaster response team, the thing where the accidents happen, according to eyewitness, it took about 45 minutes to an hour before the explosion take place. Okay, so if we know, according to the eyewitness report, from which me get and a place we Asabi very well, and they live just about a mile from that place there. I didn't mean to leave. Just now YDM Junction, I didn't mean to leave. So from YDM Junction to that place there, to that Waska to PMB, if I do waka, it would take me roughly, 10 minutes, So basically, that place we then call Olwaf Junction, then get one small petrol station there. This tanker, they come out from that small petrol station in that corner there, they come up into the road, to the main road, and they turn for go towards Waterloo. Then this other truck, they come out from Waterloo when a tipper, a very big tipper. It be there on the way they come, I think they go and jam one Okada bobo, where I think get break, jam the Okada boy, left on a gonde, they can't struggle. Then this motor they right across the road, they try for you do a turn for go towards Waterloo. They're not able to stop, they can ram himself on the trailer with it across the road. Now, from that moment, usually saloon where collision like that take place, everybody they can get out for find out what they happen. Then they can find out, see, the fuel don't begin leak from the tanker. Next thing where people then do, then jump into the frenzy. They go collect buckets, bath pan, whatever kind container they're able to get. Begin the come, scoop this fuel. Then they take the fuel, then they run with and go now some place outside them get one bar. We're not too far away from there. And outside them get a bar, some Belgian cars them impact there. Well, because this tanker don't come across the road, it don't create a huge traffic on both sides. A huge traffic. Puda they now, bus they now, taxi they now, everybody don't pack because during that time that place they not a busy area and a rush hour. People they come on inside town, they go Waterloo. Some of them they drop na that PMB junction day, and they wait for them Waterloo para them for take them for go Waterloo. So imagine the amount of traffic where it going to create within that between 40-45 minutes of standoff. And you see the locals and they go take buckets and they go up and down, and they go collect this fuel and they go keep on a certain place, and the thing don't spill all over. The one they leak now, they run under them cars them all the way. Then the one they now they carry them and them bath pan, them bucket, you see the thing to go and drop all the way right across the side of the goalkeeper. All of a sudden, an ignition take place from whether it's one of the Okada, then sparks then at the Okada or whatever, would ever been get fire, it can just spark, it creates a huge explosion. Well, people then, we be inside them cars them, we be far away, we be try for escape. Some of them want reverse inside that traffic. You can imagine. Some of them then go and bang other people and kill them. Who said them they don't, now they fire can meet them. Some of them are able to escape with them with car as they try for reverse. Now they fire can meet them, kill them. So it creates a whole lot of death. Right now, as of late, we don't get death, we don't pass 105 people we don't report. But the eyewitness reports tell me personally from the few people that I talk to, they say it is well over 150 to 200 people that we then count with their own eyes. We then self-count with their own eyes. But official reports, they talk about 105 going up. But whatever the figure is, this was a disaster. We indeed they wait for happen and nobody no seem for smell them. It's not the first time some of the kind here so don't happen at the world we don't see on social media and even in Sierra Leone. So it's really sad for see them kind of thing there. So and we want for continue for pray for the people that we don't lost their lives. And we see we leaders them come up and can talk say and we'll make sure say this not happen again. When we hope say it not ever happen again. We pray to God let this not ever happen again. We get condolence messages them from the Grand Mufti Menk. Instead of sending your own condolences them to people of Sierra Leone, for the people who lost their lives, we get condolence messages them from a lot of people them across the world, leaders them across the world. We are not able to name plenty like so. But as an APC platform, and we get with leaders then we as of yesterday when this thing happened, they don't go all over the place. They don't go all over the place, they don't go get fact finding about what they happen at the place. They don't go from house to house, they don't go see some of the victim families them. And then from there, the team they go right now na Connaught Hospital, then they go to Satellite Hospital, then they go to 34 Hospital, all over the hospital, then they go and visit for go and find out who's victims and they. And like they say, yesterday we had a 5 hours meeting at the diaspora chairman them, with the executive them, they all don't come together for resolute, for we support the dead, the families, and the victims them. As we all know, say, burn nati we get for take long for the, a cure. Burn the cure so easily. The pain when people like to go through, for take quite a very long time and a long-term treatment. So the reaction therefore be a long-standing thing where we go for try for look into. Right now, like I say, the secretariat they all over the place. Then they can try for do the fact finding, and then they will come up, sit down by a meeting, and then send out a message again to we. So Sweet Bonita, so far the narration where I don't give, I hope say that's understandable, and I just want to know what's in the happen at the platform and what's in the reaction to this.
Well, to be honest, the platform, people are just selling condolence messages. And also that's what it is, because emergency also is part of the hospital that is dealing with this, because most of the people were sent to the emergency ward, and Connaught also 34, as you mentioned, and then also Satellite. We have also the Recoupa one. People were there. We can literally see where they were offering people water, because most of them were like, I need to drink. You can just imagine the toxic in their system. Like they needed to drink some water, and you see people, some of these videos or pictures we have are so graphic, we will not be able to share it. But if people can always go onto our Facebook page, we'll post them there. But again, as you guys know, based on the way they are, we'll have to cover them. And then when you really want to see, you can press it and view it. But they are very, very graphic that we cannot post. But to be honest, all you've explained, as you said, you live close by. So this is like something that has happened close to home. And
very close to home.
It's something, it's something when you see it on a TV, you want to see your home or your area on a good path. But this is not something that I will really want to say, oh yes, I live in that area, because it's sad. And where this thing happens, as you said, these are people trying to find their hand to mouth for a daily activities. Because if you look at it, Owankesu, this is where there is a wash car, there are boys on the bike, because that's like, when we say old road in Africa, it's like where you're going, it's a bumpy ride. So you have to sit on motorbikes for people to transport you. That's the best form and safe way of transportation. And as we can all see, over maybe 20 bikes were destroyed. And one thing that came to mind, Owankesu, was like, most of these boys that ride those bikes, the bikes were given to them by other people to run and pay. What explanation would they give to the owners of those bikes? What would the government do? Because for me, as much as people are saying, what can we do? I think those are some of the things they need to look into first of all. Because people have lost their children, and whoever owns those bikes, the first thing they will say, you have to pay me my money. And me sitting here, that's one of the things that is just going through my mind every day. Because every time you sit on the bike, the boy will tell you, oh, I need to pay my busman. I need to. So it's like that person was trying to find a living. And the same thing that happens in Wellington, Owankesu. Similar thing just happened in Pujum. A vehicle also, a big tanker that was carrying oil, got stuck. And we can see the people picking the same stuff up again. And I'm like, did you guys really heard the news of when such a thing is happening, you should not be rushing close by? But nobody cares. And the man was screaming again. And this one in Pujum is like, move, move, move. It's dangerous. People don't care. They were just like, because it's something for them, they think they're going to gain more than they don't even think of the traffic. It get worse. So all we can do is educate our people. I know there is a slogan in Africa, like if you're standing in an area where it's not safe, The sooner you say contain, before you say nah, everybody has run away because they know when it falls, it kills people which they can't even find their bodies. So I think we should be able to have another slogan for such a vehicle when it's coming, because if people know the worst that this will cause, I don't think they will be there. Nobody will be standing close to it, like literally hugging danger. But again, because people are finding their hand to mouth, they didn't even think of the safety. So for me, all I can say is for us to continue praying and keep the people in Wellington in our prayers, because as I said, this is something close to home. Sierra Leone is so small, and I was told this evening that somebody came from Godrich to visit a friend, did not return back. They don't live in the area, but it was made like, this is what happened.
Exactly.
It's sad. It's really sad, Awan Castle.
One thing we surprised me, Sweet Bonita, something that will surprise me. First Lady, for the first time, disaster take place in Sierra Leone. When they in power, I see it come out, it make a condolence message. Let's forget about the TikTok thing we Ibidepa. You understand? I understand, you know, well, to be honest, people them don't die. Now McKinney. First Lady not come out. He talk about condolence. Then kill people them na Pademba Road. First Lady not come, he talk about condolence messages. You know, these are people them lives, numbers of people them we then kill. Today, for the first time, he come out, he give a condolence message. But not only that, I think it was a reaction from the public from that TikTok way if they make. I think if they live on Facebook, it enjoy after disaster don't take place. Because the disaster take place around 7, 8 o'clock. That's Sierra Leone. And she was here in London. It did live on Facebook at around 11, 12 o'clock. This is the First Lady and the President. An emergency situation like that take place in Sierra Leone. You, the President, within 5, 10 minutes, you should have known about this. This is not a monumental disaster will take place. But at 11, 12 o'clock, then people are there na dinner and dance. Then they dance and First Lady did live. I think the way it go live, the people, the public, the reaction against them, it cut off the live show where it be there, and then it deletes whatever if you don't put on Facebook. Then this morning till now, we see a condolence message. Well, I don't know whether they come from the heart or not out of shameness for what happened, make it do that. We don't see people there, one person they die in America. Firstly, they make a whole video about that. We don't see one person they die outside Sierra Leone, and they make a whole video about that. We will not ever see that. So for me, I'm really surprised to see First Lady come out today. But there you go.
Oh, and again, as you said, it's some kind of a, how would we say, it's regret, because it's not something she meant. And as you say, herself and mother should have known better. It's not like they were not aware, but they just decide to block it out so that they can continue with whatever charade they were on. You know, I had someone, these are one of the die-hearted supporters of SLPP. I think after she saw such a video, she came out, she's like, I don't care who you think you are. This is wrong. You know, as I said, it's the guilty conscience that she was banged up with on social media, because everything about her, she doesn't care about Sierra Leoneans. Because we also, when they were giving her the mock interview when she was in Gambia, like, oh, you're having a wedding when people are suffering. She's like, so should I stop my wedding to go and put light? So that's literally what she just explained to the whole world now publicly, because this is something that we are crying, we are sad, we are trying to mourn these people that have died in the worst death anyone can imagine for themselves. And you were live on TikTok. It didn't happen. She didn't know, because she can't tell me nobody in her circle never knew such an activities was taking place. Because I think it was around 12, we saw Judah that was also at one of the hospitals. I think that was in Connaught or so. He was there. So I'm sure he would have sent them a text message saying, listen, this is what we're going through. But maybe they saw his message and ignore it.
I thought the president would have used that platform yesterday in London to say to the people of Sierra Leone, those who were there, to say, you know what, a big disaster don't take place in Sierra Leone right now. I don't think it would be appropriate for me for continue with this dinner and dance fundraising for Hands of Our Girls or whatever organization.
JMB, it's not Hands of Our Girls, JMB, Fatima Jabi thinking, that's what.
All right.
It has nothing to do with Hands of Our Girls. No, that
for
was personal. Yeah,
right.
that's for them. So that's why they didn't care. That's the truth. They didn't care.
Oh, well.
They didn't care.
Well.
Because one of the videos that I watched, when he was coming in, there were some people at the back. They're like, is that the president? So really? For me, that says a lot of messages, because if they're asking that is the president, you should not be there. There is something more important you should be addressing at this minute. Not coming for a flipping dinner and dance. And as you said, they did not even acknowledge those people. They did not. For me, that's the saddest part of it. They did not.
So if somebody then at the hall, they see the president, they even ask again, is that the president? That speaks volume, man.
And they were on a far table.
It looks like the organizers, I don't think they did justice to that show. I don't think they did justice to that show. So how's the platform looking? How's the platform looking?
Well, it's just more of condolence messages, and people like we have here from Lawrence Fox again saying things that happen. It's just for us to say it is what the disaster team, that hopefully things will go well. And also the tanker in Pademba Road, also the security agencies, what happened, what was the occasion. And then somebody's asking, it's really sad that a nation with lack of everything in Sierra Leone, no emergency response. And then again, they're just agreeing that yes, what the people of Wellington are going through or have gone through, it's such a bad thing, and all we can do is for us to mourn together and address of, oh, Mohammed Kamara, thank you. Somebody's just sending Conunda's messages to everyone. But again, that's just what it is. And just a quick one, because we're supposed to have a special guest today. Hope, he just messaged that his dad is in hospital on a surgical table, so he might be able to be late, but not too sure, trying to log in, which he's trying, but that's the situation right now.
Yes, I had a conversation with him earlier on, and the same thing he said to me, in that he didn't hospital to undergo some surgery. But we go continue the show, and then we get another guest who they expect for coming. Instead they on the way will come in very soon. So he said they try for login, but he find it difficult at the moment. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I think say more would need for get through to Ramble. He talk and through how to go about it. So if you can share a number to Mo Bangura, please. Mo would do that behind the scenes. At the moment, I did share this video with we see a similar incident will happen na Pujang or whichever part of the country where people can always jump on the frenzy of going there to loot at people's misfortune. These are the things that create the disaster. So I will just share this video quickly with we for the viewer and see what in there happen.
Cinnamon, this is an accident we get. This is an accident we get. We are trying for help. If the man said, look how we must come here. Now look at the accident now. Look at the accident. Where don't happen. Now, Pigeon Road. No other way, no day. For car rescue. No other way, no day. We're not there far from Samalane, just there in 1 mile away from Samalane. We're not there far. These are the live evidence and the live live coverage. We said the motorcar get accident when Abubakar they drive the motorcar. Now look how the people look how the Pamai the West. We're not no other way. We're not no other way for do. They call for rescue now. Now Pigeon Road. One of the motorcar get accident when a bouncer. The Lord Pamai. Now. Ude Panam. Serious one. People are in the cut. We're not no other way.
So Sweet Bonita, you see how things can happen, eh? When disasters like this happen, people then can go see what's in there happen, and when opportunity come for later able for get whatever they forget, they do them at the expense of the people, the victims, and this is very sad for we as Sierra Leoneans, in as much as what happened yesterday, we get the community people then, they help a lot in saving lives. You see youth money, they come out all over the place. They Okada Bobo them that the eastern parts. They all come around, they come fight the fire, they fight for bringing people out of the fire. People that we trapped in the fire, you see people where they pull out of the fire, with them about 70-80% burn all over them body. People and skin them, hang pan them, body them like clothes.
Castle, what happened in that case? Because some people were taking those fuel in plastic bags.
Oh my God.
When the blaze came, it just gets stuck to the skin. So that's why you can see people are having a 3rd-degree burn, because that's how close they were with the fuel. That's how close it was with people. And the thing is, when the explosion takes place, it covers them completely. So whoever had fuel, we all know what fuel needs. It's just heat, and then that's it, it's gone. So the whole place was like on fire. So even those that were running, because they had the fuel, there was no way.
There was a very sad narration we are listening to today, where the guy, they explain about this taxi, where the woman and the child.
Don't say that again, please. That's scary.
All then go see. Now the woman, when they ask the woman in skeleton out, then see the Peking in skeleton, with the woman wrapping her hand over, and so they try to protect her. But the old taxi, nobody not come out inside the taxi. Everybody die, burned to death, to ash. It's sad. And the old boss, they say the only person who escaped from this bus, now one of the apprentices will go buy something across the road. They all died inside the bus. And the people who they sell bread across the road, then follow Monday and then follow Musudu, they sell them bread, them where people that can go in the house in the evening. They all die. Can you imagine? It's terrible. Terrible situation. you know. So we all just need for come together as Sierra Leoneans for make sure say things like this not happen again. And I'm happy that the diaspora, APC diaspora, don't begin do fantastic. Yesterday, the 5 hours meeting where we all last night, we find out say we get people of talent within the diaspora, and demonstrate that yesterday with Chairman Mustafa Ahmed Kurma and chair that meeting day. And imagine you got to deal with about 22 branches them for make sure say every branch gets their own platform for able for talk, for make key decisions. Yesterday, with Chairman Mustafa demonstrate that. The USA chairman be the only way from Freetown coming to USA. So it not be day, but a meeting day. But the Canada chairman be day, the Australia chairman be day, Denmark, Norway, Greece, Sweden, you name it. Cyprus, all the chairman and the executive will be day, including the UK and I. And I was privileged to be there yesterday for Mr. Forgets the opportunity for speak. Then give everybody opportunity for speak. Each chairman, they call the executive, introduce the executive, and everybody, they get a chance for talk. How they feel about how the diaspora, they move. Before we become a sixth region, there was this thinking that this is going to be a battle for get a diaspora chairman. But the way I see how the Australian chairman, Mustafa Bangura, and the Canada chairman, Mr. Sean Samura, and other chairman, then they're able to put documents them together. How they outline them for we. I was quite impressed. It is not like the United Nations style where you get the big boys in the UK, France, United States, Germany, you know, then they come, then they make decisions.
G5.
Yes. You see, then they make decisions for the Africans. When the African leader don't want to speak, United Nations Assembly is empty. When Israel want to speak or America want to speak, the say yes, the place flop. They want to hear the voices them because they got the big voices. Well, this meeting yesterday, everybody gets up same time for talk about the concerns, and there was not even a concern. It was a big, clear, easy, and which is a playing level field where everybody get opportunity for talk, and it was a big consensus for make we come to agreements. And very soon this platform will begin to engage the chairman and the committee we responsible for bring elections them at the diaspora. So we really appreciate that. And very soon we will look forward to the deliberations them, the discussions them, and how we progress with that. So kudos to them and for the decision we then take for make sure say the medical people then within the diaspora themselves they engage for come together for know how they will for assist the Secretariat in Sierra Leone. Like I say with the beginning of this program, that's the Secretariat they right now on the ground. Now Wellington, then they move from hospital to hospital. That the country, they don't go from house to house within that area they for go make sure say the victims, the families them, they all can get in touch with them, get telephone numbers them, get them details them, we then will come back for can respond to them people in there. Of course, we see most of the flag bearer aspirants them in the APC, including Dr. Samora, Petito, they all man take action, all man come out and go. Jerry Koko them, they all did it. We see videos and pictures of them, the action they don't take. So we're quite impressed and happy, and we will try to make sure say we serve the diaspora respond likewise to make sure say things are done properly. So how the platform they go?
Well, we just have President Songa here saying, our people needs a lot of civil education because this is not the first time we have a fuel spillage and the consequences of the danger that is happening. And then also we have Usman Kunti saying we should pray for our country. We have here Morban Gray says the response for disaster management was very poor and traffic management. And then a very where is the government? And we need to address this ASAP. We also have Daud Black. Hello, Daud. He says, well, this is poverty is leading us to such a way, and then may God help our country. We have Mariam Mona say, may God deliver Mama Salo. And I think that's just, we need God to deliver us from the wicked hands, because to be honest, this is getting worse. And again, as preservation, it's like we need to educate people always, because if this thing happens in Freetown, and as what we were just watching that happens today in Pujel, people are not being educated again. And we can't say because it happens in Freetown, we just ignore the rest of the areas. We need to also educate people on those sides, because for that one, in fact, is a remote area. If let's say it lights up, the whole bush is going to be on fire. That's the worst that will happen.
Well,
so
can you imagine?
We need to be educating people over and over on this. And for me, we can't do it alone. The government can't do it alone, but we all need to come together, which is something I have seen with this particular administration. They don't like to work with all the people, because I don't know, maybe they don't want, because the idea is coming from opposition. They cannot stand there, because what I know, even where we live in the UK, Conservative, Labour, all comes together. If some of your policies are not right, you remove that, you put the ones that is going to work.
Absolutely.
Why is it we can't do that for ourselves in Sierra Leone? Because we have seen it's not continuity. Because if where the previous administration stopped, that's where they were going to continue, would have been a long way by now. But they're trying to start things that they can never finish, or just proposing stuff that cannot come. It's just visibility studies. There is no practicality at all. And this is why we are where we are today, because I said again, people were saying, oh, you keep blaming the previous administration. This is almost 4 years. You've got 5 years. It's only remaining 1 more year. What else can you achieve in a year when that 1 year is going to use for elections, for campaigns? So we just need to work together. And this is what we need to embrace, everyone. It doesn't matter who is bringing the idea. As long as it's good for the country, we need to embrace it.
So let me just share one quick video. We First Lady video on TikTok thrill completely after this disaster don't take place. I don't know why the video not even come up yet. Okay, 1 minute.
When you get used to that, when you get used to the water too. So it's really talk to her.
This is a disgrace. That's a PA.
Very good PA.
I have so much respect for her. So you can see she doesn't even know how to use a flipping phone to do TikTok.
No, from the looks of it.
Why people are crying for their loved ones. May God save us from this calamities.
No, but with TikTok, the one where they put that don't force for fine. Never find it.
And this is all she needs, like center of attention. Wherever she is, it should just be for Tima. Nobody else should be talked about. It looks like again she's pregnant. We'll hear the next story.
All right.
Please, Anka, stop this one. For me, this is horrible.
Well, this is our first lady reacting to go on TikTok after a disaster don't take place in Sierra Leone. We over 100 people them officially don't die, terribly burnt down to ash, and over 100 people injured severely, with 70% burn all over the body, most of them. And the death toll, they go up, they rise by the hour. And here is the first lady in some hotel parlor somewhere in the UK performing. And if it is somewhere around, I think like Gambia or Senegal in May, when this, when her husband go to Scotland and this summit, this environmental summit with Ngopa, they fly come to London or can join her husband for do a dinner and dance and fundraising for the Madabio,
Women's wing.
Women's wing. Can you imagine? You know, other president they don't go back to their country for go run the affairs of the country. But they were here last night when this thing happened. Very sad, very, very sad. So,
and then they will say the country don't have money, but they are lavishing money because every time they travel, it costs us millions of dollars, and which is not accountable for.
Yeah.
God help us. God help us.
So this is the thing. So we they continue for ask the people that are the platform for be patient with we. Yeah, let them be patient with we. We'll get a guest with on the way they come now. The other one they get some technical issue. I just communicate with them. But to get one of the guests there where they come in very soon, where they can join we for discuss this issue as so we happen. You know, we been planned say this weekend we will discuss the topic we get for do with the EU report, of course. Recently we understand we see a delegation from the EU come to Sierra Leone. They engage with stakeholders them. During the 2018 elections, they left some recommendations then for Sierra Leone, the new government will come in power, make them follow the recommendations and they make them implement them, but then make sure say they are completely implemented before the next elections. So then come for can check how far with their recommendations they are. So unfortunately, we not see any of them, happen. So disappointingly for the delegation we come, then find out, say, the government not do anything. So then put out this report, tell them for say they're very concerned about what they happen, and then they don't find out, say, the institution we're responsible for we country in future, we na NEC, there's a serious concern about NEC the activities. The MPs then will root out of parliaments through the judiciary in Sierra Leone, through the court system in Sierra Leone. They may expect say where you petition somebody now for do a by-election, then do a rerun election or whatever. But in this case, the judiciary rule for make them pull 10 members or 11 members of parliament, we don't win election, but because of the petition, they pull them and they not do a rerun of the elections, then go take the SLPP candidates that will run against the people and they will win the election, then go put in a parliament where they don't vote for them. So it discredits the judicial system completely. This delegation will come. And then they talk about the police, the actions of the police, the way they handle the people of Sierra Leone. You know, they're really, really surprised. And then they talk about the concern we then get about the police for say, these are the people where they stabilize the country, where they keep the country going, where they make people then feel safe. These are the same people where they go against the people of Sierra Leone, brutalize them, you know. So the whole thing don't seem like a barbaric regime, don't get them, people who don't put in a strategic position where they work completely for them. So this report's not very, very serious report, what we think say. Sierra Leoneans and go for uphold, and go for talk about our go for discussion at this platform. And if it not happen today, go happen another time. But definitely this report, we're not gonna, you know, put it aside. That we will really go for discuss because it's very, very important. Because you go for do it with future. I hear somebody talk today. They say if you don't get involved inside politics, politics they come get involved with you. We cannot shy away from politics. Because when governments do stupid decisions and make stupid policies, policies that we not good for the country, then you sit down with the talk saying, me and I can get involved in politics. Then I make politics and then it mix. That politics, they can haunt you. Because when government make a decision, they haunt you. The rest now don't go to 500,000 million. 550?
Yep.
Oh, okay. No. Last week
I
was 4.
I was corrected this morning, 550, trust me.
Just like you correct me now. Now so they will correct me back tomorrow. Because it's just going up. You see? So if people in the talk say we're not getting involved in politics, politics will get involved with you. Then you know we're gonna choice. You know? So it's very serious that Sierra Leonean people make a very, very big mistake for want a change in 2018. The change we then gets, not to in them they expect. We don't see brutality from the government, heavy-handedness from the government. So, I mean, the international community don't concern. These are things the way we officials then within the APC they raise, the opposition members then they raise all the time. But because they don't get power, then they capture them, dock them inside cell. Members of parliament them we get rights, we get immunity for speak within the worlds of parliaments, for speak up, for critique the government. They know they cause government to, they critique the government. That's why they're there for. But unfortunately, as they speak up, then they capture them, go dock them in a cell, you know, for days without trials, without any kind right, the human right where they're supposed to be given to. So that the kind regime this will get, unfortunately. But there you go. Comrades, we get a guest. We don't join I think this now we get Lawrence Fox. Then they call a salon. These are the things we're talking about. A salon. Mr. Fox, come please and say hi to Sierra Leoneans them. Yeah, you don't connected, yeah? Mr. Fox, come on, please. Are you there? I think
some technical glitch.
Yeah, we need to hear you at the moment, Mr. Fox. We need to hear you at the moment.
Coordinator, just give him a few minutes.
Okay, a few minutes. Well, it's not a problem. We'll give him a few minutes. Mr. Fox from A Salon. Yeah, it depends try for fix the. I think say I don't even pin them. Yeah. So these are the things Sweet Bonita will really talk about. You know, so these documents that you will go for really discuss.
Oh yeah, because you know one thing I've noticed, every time we have an issue in Sierra Leone, there is something that will come and just cool it up.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Fox, come live and talk to us, please.
Yes, I'm Mr. One here. You see me now?
Yes, I see you and I hear you clearly, and the audience they hear you. So introduce yourself, bro.
Yes, I'm Lawrence Fox, a salon concern Sierra Leone, but I like APC waiting do. Mr. One can so APC better pass SLPP for far, bro. I don't do that salon. I sabi not to talk.
You're not compatriots. What's making like APC?
Because they're different from SLPP, bro. When they soak the gun, you know, say that they soak the gun.
For real?
If I can give you example, Mr. Wankasu.
Yes.
What's a man is my friend, not a personal friend.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't benefit from, like I said, because in brother and my paddy. No. I benefit from an escrow because he soak the gun as a poor teacher. Salary na 160,000.
Oh, you know,
I add 500,000 on top more. You go 660,000. But the man, you know, dance for them.
Oh yeah, sure.
Look how the chair looking good. Electricity bill there. Ebo, we never for buy we rest. We get light. Bad say we not say also we get water supply the manageable. Understand that? Then you get freedom of speech. Maybe they criticize and write newspaper images and symbols. They not look yourself. They not get time for yourself. But this regime now, even with this one, they tell you if you go salon a problem. Yeah, if you go to salon a problem, then they want me.
Few people in the way we not able to go salon because because of the afraid the regime go just capture them and do something against them because they're vocal on social media.
It's not Phil, sir. We've seen people that they've attacked.
My sister died. No, sorry.
Your sister died. Then you never go.
My sister died. I don't get mine for go.
Oh my God.
I don't get mine for go if I go. But I don't get again. I know that.
Wow.
Even like if I go the British book, they arrest me. I sabi them. Because they want me.
Really?
No, I say me get mine for go, but my family get for seize my passport. I not see my passport. I look for. I not see her. They tell me for keep the passport. I not because me get mine for car with me boots on the shoulder. The kind I don't forget nothing. But they keep me passport. I look for and say Allah. They never watch myself.
Mr. Fox.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday the disaster will take place in Sierra Leone. Friday, yes. Really, really shocking to everybody. What's in your own reaction to that? And this not close to me host. Now this thing happened at Calbaton. Over 100 people in dying. Tanker blaze.
So me on take first of all. But I be this salon, so you know you understand what's happening. Then I'm first take. So people are not you know like what papa now. Solomon they run they behave himself because they don't say the papa don't understand what's happening. You understand it? So one of the things, the disaster management force for not prevent such an incident for even happening, Steph. And the first time will be the bet. Okay. It's disgraceful for Labor Bill. They can't tell people and say, well done. Well done on what? People died. Because when an incident happen, there's an emergency response. Understand that? And aside from what somebody tanker way happened, that's not the NPIC tell himself. When the military was standing, when that tanker for not Paremba road. But it takes on the soldier man, them, the security that we come, there were so many that you're afraid. They caught on the area. Once one woman gave a boner in shop. I remember that. So that woman did that like you caught up in the incident. But they blocked the one area, caught on. You just feel that they've scattered. It's like a whole explosion. Understand it? And I should say, when management the day in place, then they prevent then kind of action because you get citizens are so gullible. Poverty, the increase in poverty made them go on for fuel. Then they go in danger their life because some Monday for money you not eat. The poverty don't increase with 74 pounds right now at Salona 1 million. 73 pounds, which are they say 74 pounds? 29 pounds right now at Salona 400,000. So you can imagine the massive economic difficulty people they go to. But I've been able to create job for the people. So if we look at it from a point of view, what they say also, the disaster management team failed because they did not prevent the incidents to happen. And Madam first not care. Madam you're in London. Imagine you say something happening in the country. You come out those straight for if not then kind of live video say you go make another country. But you see Fatima Bio they go with it. Fatima Bion just mad. In just the I don't know. Understand that?
They doubt you.
Now Facebook.
This really they doubt you. They really doubt you. The reactions, man.
This is the team after the dance. Where you for if you want to make hypocrites, you go say, can we organize and I don't know the English word for yourself, a moment of silence. But don't remember them people there. They're not care. But you know they blame them all. They blame the same people there because now the same people there. Look at the man they go to the hospital. You don't know till they go talk to themselves. Listen, you not even come like I say we go salvage the people in the situation. That is, then one day we not get hosts, when the hosts they don't born for carry the good side of the good tap. You know, they talk about that deal. They just hello beer no more, hello osh yeah. I make a can for cancel on a osh. Does that solve problem? Does that give bread and butter? No, it does not. It does not. You don't even bring rest cancelful. You don't even bring permanent cancelful because as a government, your government should be ready to respond to that. The moment they get the disaster unit, when disaster units happen, you get to think how for salvage the people in lives and how for pull them on the way, leave, where the hosts that don't born, who say you carry them go. You understand? How for feed them. There's a lot of things in their way. They're not they do safe. But you go there, I just go to them all because of politics. You think to say disaster happened in England? Boris Johnson they come to come and do what?
Wow. Lawrence Fox, because
Yes,
me, what's my own experience, me not a medical person, but how I don't see how they treat burn. Where somebody burn, then they wrap them with some kind of clean film. And this thing don't happen in Sierra Leone. We not see any advice na radio or TV for making advice people are waiting for do. And the first thing we need to give people in our water, I don't know if it's appropriate for give people a water for digging after
Listen, Mr. Wankasu, sir, I don't tell you say the president not even know what they do, Seth. They tell the people and thank you. Thank you for what? You can't to the people and to come and do what? The disaster management, what did they do to salvage the situation? That is a fail for me. It's a fail. It might not they sack them all, but you know they blame them. But you don't even care. It didn't dinner and dance, they dance. I know they dance, they take free money, they dance. Election time back, you want election for just win. It just they dance. Look at people in the Ronat today, they dance, they gladdy. I know the gladdy. The padium change where they collect, so they return them back. Ben Kelfala know they look at waiting them they do. All my job they do what you want for do. This is not a government. This is a Boy Scout running a country in which there is total lawlessness. What they put onto you, they don't care for the people, their welfare. People that live in misery because the president will care for people they go always in a salon. Say they see I go to turn things. But matter be all said, you don't say get carbon copy. Maybe BBC reports at Aska. They go left in carbon copy for waiting. But I want to put on to Madabio say I want to use this forum to tell Madabio that it's a bad image to Sierra Leone. It don't dirty the image of Salon big time. The image of Nescoma then don't build, it don't damage her. Wow. They go to Lebanon, but they say they go to Guinea. Is that not damaging the images of Sierra Leone? Inflation did at the place.
Lawrence,
yeah.
One thing Madden said was apparently he's going to clear the bad names that the previous administration has caused. So I don't know. Because most of the countries that I think he has visited, former president did not visit all of them or in such an amount because he has been no country that he has attended just once. He has been there maybe twice or thrice.
For London, he has come here like 50 times if I can count. When it comes to London, he even stays in an hotel, wasting per diem, even the change. You know the change? A government that cares will hand over, retire what you took in. But the audit report tells you that the Madabio hold on to the change, even the change in the Ola. The change is the change. About the corruption. The change in the Ola. Then they go to Momo Content host, they go talk corruption, they go pull them do. But Madabio, we got to hunt him down street by street, place by place. Me and the soil, me and the talker, or me, my foot will be on that soil. Because this is disaster. What you do to the people there? What did you bring for them? They don't even, disaster management is a mess, it's a crap. They've just sacked them all. They've just sacked them all. It's all politics. Politics. Then Fatima Bion, it just they make it worse. It just like a sampa, just a dance.
Seriously.
Just a dance, big man. Just a dance. But you blame them. Free money, they can at the country. Free money, and just they take them. They are not accountable to anyone. People have been intimidated. People have been harassed. People have been jailed. You know EU reports. That's what you have indicted them. The institutions, which the judiciary cannot be trusted. The NEC institutions cannot be trusted. That's the name. So that disaster management is a microcosm or the bigger picture of how they treat Sierra people. They don't even care. When I die, local dance now with dinner, but the man gap in the dance back. They don't dance. Just a dance. I know good dance. They enjoy themselves. Fatima Beyonce kind of the dance. And it's not like SLPP dinner and dance. Julius Maada built women's swing dinner and dance.
Wow.
Which would have been cancelled if you care for the people of Sierra Leone. Imagine say you don't come on a do for see. But the man, I don't say, you don't even care. I wonder what the rule salon. What the rule salon self? I drew there on I don't even know. On a Lawrence Sliman, I don't even know. We call them ragtag. So they cannot salvage the people of Sierra Leone. They cannot. They don't do over talking. I left ask what I said talk about.
Lawrence.
Yes, sir.
Marabio, oh my goodness. They asked a question recently about the impact of this climate change in Sierra Leone. Well, Marabio, in response, was now for talk about how the things that we don't do in terms of clean the gutter, then you know, you really understand, you know. And he also go. The guy asked him, so, but you are one of the presidents there. We don't fly past all the presidents there. The guy called few countries there within this short period. The guy called few countries there. We demand don't go. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He said, you yourself now as a president. If you look very vibrant for talk about climate change. Like for say, you know, one of the big boys them. So now, what about you fly with the fly over the place? You don't think so they contribute to the climate change emissions and the problems? I mean, it might have been an answer. I don't know how he answer. I don't know.
I listen to the man.
Oh well,
the man a big fool. So you are not, but
he embarrassed me. He embarrassed me.
embarrass me, pick them, embarrass me wealth, embarrass my whole family. The people are there for a Lord have mercy. What is this guy talking about? Now you're talking about climate change. Let us look at climate change. Don't look at the word climate change. You answer okay, answer. Look at the way we answer first. Because he's so stupid. He's an idiot. So you now I don't answer on a platform, but I have to because in the platform the blast and pass through. He's so stupid. Because the man knows what's happening in the country past Yusuf. Yeah, they talk about deforestation. He's not aware of deforestation. He's not even aware. Then they talk about planting trees. Then the man says, if you're not aware of planting trees, of deforestation, are you aware of planting trees? Does that make sense? Logically, sense?
But I don't say no say the do deforestation.
He said, if you know, if you know. So, but to me, to you, Mr. Wankasu, how would this man know when he's always out? As a father of this house, if I'm always in the street, I go know it's me picking the pan. So you join the cannibal and game for what's they want feed and then feed her. So the guy no matter you relax now, a khaki foods, they don't feed them back, he relax, they chill. Remember what's in that feed salon. Even when they did this, if he not did it, he's not there because he doesn't love his people. He doesn't show concern for. I mean, it is show for me action. They ask you about the
action. Then you talk about action.
Yes, in action they speak volumes. He's talking about climate change. Yeah, climate change. Then you the deforest your own country where you sell huge sums of timber, which is corruption on the timber deal. Yeah. So now what you do so you create climate, you create deforestation of a country, when they create them flood in the way they happen at that country, where overflowing they take place because you don't even plant the trees there back and as soon as they don't stop, so okay, let timber stop first because we get to look at your environment. He don't care about that though. He can't sell back. Look, he's talking about what? Replanting. So it means you know that you are chopping the timbers in the country. The international community know that you are chopping the timbers in the country. You are making your climate vulnerable. You are making your environment vulnerable. And that is why flooding is taking place. People that hosted the flood. You go then the flood. No matter be in action, and anything that they do, you don't even care. If Madabioki can look at, don't forget about the climate change. If Madabioki look at your own cities in there. When we not see non-president na salon, we think say in cities there for sign paper for me to go back na salon. We don't get no opportunity for them. You are going to put them back to that poverty. You are put them on blackout. You are put them on deprivation. You are put them on unemployment. You are put them on poor medical facility. And then people are so then they work. Then they try to boost the economy down yonder. Who they work? You know who they boost the economy down yonder? When we see that, I don't want million na salon. Pongwa sen. Who they boost the economy? We are boosting the economy because you not get exports where they go on safe right now. The man, all the money in the game is just developed, just the keep and so safe.
The taxes are so high.
Taxes are high. People are running away. These are the things we're talking about. And that's how we talk about. And these are very serious. These are very serious issues. Then then the man asked about the carbon copy. He said they go clean the image. I go clean the image of Salon where you dirty. What are you finding in Guinea? The international community banned the government of Guinea. So how do you clean the image of Sierra Leone when you're going to Guinea against the international community's wish? Does that make sense?
But I didn't go there as Sierra Leone. I just went there.
You know, now like a Fatima Biona, so then they carry themselves like a sampa. They don't even understand the rule, but you blame them. If you have a man that not worked for 22 years, when I take power and I look power and I give that kind of mandate, what you expect? What do you expect from now? Exactly what you expect. Now they give you so. He cannot give you better than this. He cannot give you. It's not possible.
Not at all.
So now the people that just get for votes are 2023, because you see, one time for beginning of 2024, we will not go allow it's our boots on the soil. We're not going to allow him.
Well, you don't make it clear for we in 2023.
And we don't trust
it clear back for we because now
it's worrisome for him. No, and it's worrisome for us. We don't trust institutions. We don't trust institutions. So that institutions has to be credible for us to believe the results. So now you don't see saying there now.
Absolutely.
Because if we are not satisfied with the results, I think the open mouth they talk rubbish. I don't trust institutions. I will say we are coming out.
No, wait, hold on one sec. Let's just share this one with you quickly.
Yeah, good.
Let's just share it with you quickly.
When we started this interview, I asked, who is retired Brigadier Julius Madabiu? And your response was, peaceful civilian, senior citizen of Sierra Leone. That was contrary to many allegations from some of your colleagues intending to fight for the flag bearership of your party. I'll name those that we've spoken to officially in this forum. When we spoke to Franklin Rogers, he said Madabiu lacks the potential to win the next flag bearership of the party. When we spoke to John Oponjo Benjamin, he said Madabiu is a violent person and he has never condemned violence in the open. When we spoke to a former member of the SLPP who is now with the APC, Robin Fale, who was considered to be a very close ally to you, he said, Retired Brigadier Julius Madabiu is the founding father of political intimidation. With all these different adjectives being used against your personality, are you really that violent type?
The description of Madabiu in this video, how the question they ask him, even though you don't respond, does it relate to what we see from 2018 to now?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I think the guy was spot on for asking them question, and the people the way they interview, we say whatever they say about Madabiu, they're not wrong.
No, because these are people that have been with him all this while, so they know him best.
No, but listen, it's not. Sorry, panelists.
Yeah,
it's not knowing. It's not knowing him. I don't say not to know now. It's a doer. You might want to put them, but we kill people them. In bodyguard and come out, pong, they kill people them. Okay, let's just assume. I want to play the devil advocate. It was not Madabiu that did this. Okay, I agree. But as a responsible leader, where you care for people, them, you set an inquest to go investigate, find those who are responsible, and then face the boots of the law. But did he do that? Slow answer that question, please.
Because when he come out after that, what he say? He said people are terrorists. Called Sierra Leonean terrorists, the biggest political party in the country.
So he get an addendum for show you that it's an intimidator. He's a murderer. A murderer will get a salon, so they kill. This is the kill. Murder the kill. Okay. In cold blood.
We get another guest we be expect for come late for join we, but however it's better to be late than never. Now one of the guests then we feel say it could be very important for John Win at this platform for talk to about the death of we Sierra Leonean compatriots. Then we sadly lost a life when this fire disaster will take place on Friday evening na Wellington, Calabar town. And this now one of the brother within Ayaso, we they call him Mufti because of him in the community don't know him as somebody we gets a high level of moral values. We can say we check them, we imam them, we advise them at the party and a strong member of the party. They can commonly call him the London Parrot. When he talk, when the parrot talk, you know, see parrots don't talk. So the London Parrots, Mr. Mufti, come live and say hello to we comrades them.
Yeah, okay. Well, good evening, good evening. Sorry for coming late. You know, things then just go beyond control today. My phone went off. Mashallah, bi-iznillah. Anyway, towards this strategy, what's happening at Wellington? This is church all the Sierra Leone and them, and we know people who don't like the country, and what's happened there, we know people back on don't like the country. And what we don't see what happen, we expect people to do much. We not say what happened there. Some people will say in a part of because of ignorance. Some people will say because of poverty. Some people will say because of there's no rules and regulation. And some man, some man don't begin to talk now. They begin to say now, we not go see what in the happen. So nobody no go ever resign for say minister don't resign or the IG don't resign for what happened. Some man go say, "Na me responsible." This thing no go ever happen in that country there. And we see the people and they who say them go then the same side way they say cannot. The way man they say cannot now for just go push. And the hospital is below standard. And you see them people and they the struggle past now ordinary water they give them. And this is very, very shameful for our country. Even though as Muslim they go say now they God don't mark and die one, but there are some death than do people like able to prevent. You know, now when they look at the issue, they're watching how we able to prevent them kind of thing, how they will able to educate the population and the people in Sierra Leone for say anything like this happen, let people keep away from the area they are, let people not light fire. Anybody who get fire for try for turn her off. For any way tanker for the all man try for run away from that scene there. Because this now some of the issues that I measure that now we expect for a responsible government for start put in place. But get we know certain are not going to even take place. We don't see God don't can give you that doing not responsible. You not even care about the people in that country there. You see? So these are some of the things now we really, really worry. How the people out don't lost their life, what in the government therefore able to do for them. You see? And we know say national more therefore left bonfi no investigation therefore take place, no measure will never put place. You see? But this now a lesson for land now for say what we able to do for we self as a Sierra Leonean. Because this not to foresee no more for put on by the government, even though they're not involved directly, but we see the own net list and against it by the own thing they do. Besides this thing we happen, so government don't even care for the people in that country. And people that don't suffer. Even I get one story and say, one woman with a man, na bank they work, the woman a bella woman, the stock inside the motor, they all die. What about if they left picking now? And they tell you, what are they for look after them picking and they? You see, it's so sad the country, the way they think they happen at the country presently. It's so sad. And this don't tell we as Sierra Leone and for say them people are who not for trust them for give them governance, for let the rule we again at this moment. We believe say come 2023, we for find all kind of way as opposition party for pull them out of power because they're not responsible at all. You know, but one because I know say sometimes this year is very, very sad. It touch a lot of Sierra Leone and even people that went to Sierra Leone and then at work, then will call you say, hey, we see something happen in your country. What is happened there? He therefore begin to explain. Then we begin to say why they're trying to take the petrol. Party therefore explain poverty. So man will see and say, oh, this is an opportunity. Let me try for go take. But you don't know say not just a recipe for disaster. And indeed it happened. You know. And when then they happen, petrol now they look for the fire. Not to the fire, they will look for petrol because the petrol will not say not twin and the gas. Now they will look for the fire, and indeed, that happened at that country. Wow. So we, as an opposition, will not go to say because we the opposition. I like the moves where Samura take. I believe say among the politicians, and the first person to reach it before even the president will get. That they show you say this party he always care for the people. But that other party, to be honest, anything they come, na disaster, and the disaster don't too much people that don't lost their life for them, and they pray back what's there for happen the next minute, you know.
Una check them, we don't know if we pray enough for these people and they die. People that don't die and too much inside these governments. You know? Too much.
In that regard, people that pray, but you know, say beside that, the bad one in a salon and then Bokupa's the good one there. You know, say Salomon, if we there, then go tell you say Salomon get bad that. And the way you look at it back, it's true.
You mentioned something. You mentioned something about people them within our authority. You know, we see anybody come out and say, you know what, I raise me hand up. I get for I mean,
never.
Please,
just like how
don't do that. Nobody need to resign.
No. Just like we see at the talk today, nobody no ever is and look like the fire force. What time if you say fire force can for come begin to turn the fire? No, they. Because even one thing I noticed the way somebody tell me, they say now one of the measures that these British here we know they go to saloon, they say we not get enough fire equipment there for say Astagfirullah, if any crash happen in that country, for say fire force will come for canton the plane off, they not get. So and this government will not go. And this government will not see. Yeah.
I actually did travel at one time where they cancel the flights because then tell we say we not get fire engine them na airport. So the plane need to go. We then are with the try for phone Sierra Leone for find out what in the happen. That particular day they will not travel because of that reason they say we not get fire engine, so then they ground the plane them, none of the BA plane them because BA and I mean the travel. I mean they go to salon then the day. BA I call them Brussels, they say then they go because fire engine because then they know what's in a safety. You know, now the motorway na yaso small church una jam una safe. They cordon off the entire motorway until you don't keep them people and they safe, them people and vehicle and they don't come out of the road before ever they allow that traffic day. Regardless whether they late for go work. They're not here. Safety first. Look at the disaster when the accident take place. Okay? Security officers then did it. Police station they near day. People the way na security people them for don't cordon off that place day for say oil dip and spill right now. Phone call, make a phone call, tell people them around for say una come out, make them send emergency or the response unit for comes immediately because oil spill don't take place now, so many can control the traffic. And from that junction, they Mutkarian can go to the old road. From that PMB junction, they then go past the old road, that Kalmacho markets and go bust down from X. So there are alternatives for the traffic for let it flow. But she don't the police and they among them people, then they up and down with their kind of people they come fetch this fuel. The one which can go places them, scatter the fuel all over the place. So this was a recipe for danger. For you know, look what you see. Look the result. Somebody got to come out and say, you know what? We are responsible for this. Now we in authority, we are responsible for this. Let we resign, or let we say yes, you know, let we open an inquest for this line to happen again. But Lawrence Fox, we don't talk earlier on and continue. Lawrence Fox.
Yes, sir. Well, they put square peg in round holes. Square peg in round holes. Indeed. They don't know the importance. But when I can sack up most of the civil servants, those if Fatima Bio can go to on chairman for inauguration, we not sabi nothing not sabi. How many people that died? How many people died? They know they take death, make nothing in that country. They don't look, the life of people is not important, sir. At that point, start one big square peg, you have square peg. Man, in charge of you just say Lawrence Fox, I don't sabi policing, Canton Inspector General of Police. They don't know. So what's happening? I don't sabi for how to manage the situation. So they don't know how to even manage the situation, like how you say. That's not that. The way they go there, no, that's trying to see. People are being killed. And not so like, and I don't say the spiritual MC, then people are the one blood. I don't tell you, I don't understand. You know, it's a massive death. I mean, don't talk long ago. There were massive, because election at the council, there were massive death. They are not capable of. They have sacked a lot of people illegally. The one the way, look, the chairman, Fatima Bio was chairman, people didn't die. No more people didn't die. If not Skolski in an inquest, then it's set up so. Fatima Bio for face the full penalty of the law. He's not even responsible. I don't say Mother be not responsible. So Mother be not responsible. So I mean say governments way they go no, they're all not responsible. Now I don't give you on that. Ben Kelfala are not responsible. You don't say they behave. You don't say how they behave. They're all not responsible. Their action they speak. They don't care about the people. All they care about is to loot state finances, loot state funds, go and car abroad, export them, pack one old jeep, pack one old plane, pack money, they go. Now that's what they do. That's what they're doing. They don't care. They will not, then they think say for buy fire engine. No. Ambulance. Don't say the one way and it's been by then 500 ambulance. Not say the pass off the country, they talk rubbish.
No, well, the thing about the ambulance system themselves, we'll not even see them on this disaster. No. We don't see them on this disaster. No. About one or two, I don't know many ambulances come for cancer people. Till this morning hours, they collect body there. You know, what the ambulance there inside Freetown.
They give them COVID money. Lance, you said they give them COVID money. When I give them COVID money, they go buy luxurious jeep. Procurement Anti-corruption, they tell you, not so anti-corruption. And the Auditor General, they tell you, say, procurement safe. Then send them by team, they don't see them at all. They don't get it in them. So is this a responsible government? And it's somebody that, and it's somebody. They're not even buy the ambulance, they buy medicine. They're not the think that, how for keep money? But this will give the people a watchword, a lesson.
Sweet Bonita, what's in the going on the platform right now?
Well, so I don't know how true is this. Somebody just posted, WHO have just sent some consignment to Sierra Leone now. Based on what is happening this afternoon. So hopefully we'll have some health facilities available if they will not be sold privately.
Also, we sister in America, the honorary consul and the goodwill ambassador in California, don't contact some organizations then they send a cargo of medical equipment them, medical stuff them, emergency one them for burns. We go probably left on Wednesday for go Salon. The flight full of then stuff then they go. They don't do them before doing the multi slide. So I talked with them this afternoon. They tell me say a day with the people and now eager for do a live show with one of the platform them in America Day for make sure say then capture them. You don't speak to the ambassador and some members of the government for make sure say this thing go. This lady now Asatu Timbo we call Asatu Wekedi from California, the goodwill ambassador and the honorary consul. So hopefully by this week, end of this week, we'll get enough equipment for able for begin treat the people the burns. Yeah,
they will be still alive.
Yeah, So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, one of the things we have on the forum here, Admin said, oh, the proposal of the Tapalapa bread for the factory is just a trumpet. The administration just stole is a stone throw to a terrible the truck accident and then the climate change, the lives over 100 Sierra Leoneans. May Allah forgive them and grant them Ajana. And then we have listeners here. Lamzin says, it's sad because the regime is not listening, is not a listening government. The issues such as police brutality, ballots, destructions, change of RRF forms and judiciary things are just not working, absolutely. And then we have Abdullah Karim says, God bless you guys. And then here we have Arun Pape says, he said he go clean the gutter. I think that was when we were talking about the climate change and his response.
Yeah.
And then here we have Dowdy Black again. It says, oh, very serious issues indeed. It's definitely the United Sierra Leone, but to kick these fools out come Power 2023. And then we have Fana here says, President was in Glasgow, taking big and disaster management response team and the test crime immediately after his speech. In fact, the president was denying dinner and dancing expensive on the poor people resources when the fire incident was happening. Okay, here Mo says, welcome to Mufti. And then Fona come again. We should ask questions about the budget of disaster management response team. The president has to reduce his spending on trips abroad and use these money to the firefighters, engines, and Freetowns. Is the government not buying anything? Then it came again. It's only God's investigating this, but as for the rain on Friday, otherwise the disaster would have been worse. So I think they said it was raining. Maybe that's why the thing did not get worse.
Good point.
Apart from that,
yes, it was actually
worse than that.
The rain, God sent rain come. After that disaster, the God sent rain come for quell that fire. The fire was a big explosion. It was up there. And imagine queue of vehicles.
That's what was burned
on both sides. Can you imagine that? Each vehicle get fear. And each mortal man get fear inside the body. The body they burn. The body itself get fear. and the spill all over the streets under them Mutuka, they're all over the place. So can you imagine? Not to, if God not been send that rain, we put that fire out. Sometimes by now, we will see the fire.
No, but people are still saying the smell. Apparently, there is one lady, she was from here, but she's now moved to Sierra Leone. She has a business. She went there. She says the smell. She doesn't know if it's a human smell, but there is a smell which she cannot like really place her finger on because it's so strong. There is no way you can escape it. And if you're getting past there, you will know something terrible has happened here.
It's like this is like even a war-torn place. You know, you cannot compare it with this.
Zawanka Suleme, I'll just come in 1 second. It's very disgraceful for me when I say fire disaster agency or emergency agency. What's not the tool they will then get for prevent? They don't get tool. What's not the tool they will then get for manage? They don't get them. So that department day for day, government for the give them money, or something then get them in the back of the money, no more than just the eat. Are they being audited? So it's a disgrace. It exposed the whole institution, at that point for the look at all. Expose an whole institution when the water they go give the people level drink, where they don't even manage. They don't even get qualified doctors or nurses for manage that kind of situation there. Because imagine, okay, one case if now London that thing to be happening. You know most agency the kind side. Terrorist bombed agency the kind side, police the kind side, so German secret agency the kind side, this the kind side, fire brigade the kind side, ambulance the kind side. Almost go at that gun itself. Even it's just the agent, imagine you back, they tell them thank you back. But that's why in peace. It pisses me off. You tell them thank you for what? When people then die, you tell them thank you, they cannot even manage the situation. They tell them thank you for where now what are you to give them? They tell them thank you, you not even get hospital for manage the fire incident at the body. And imagine what you saying thank you for. But I don't say the man, I don't say the man, you not blame him, the man don't come out dinner and dance. You don't remember what they can talk. Say, they can't talk it up to that. They clap for him. You go back and go to by now sometimes go to my house night and they rob in Belay, he eat some big chicken, a cacking food. You don't remember what's that far disaster and stuff. So then they play music and they dance. You know, saying that Sampai they dance. I've they dance. Free money they come back. Oh, this far disaster, they can't give me all that money back. They dance. I know that they pan. Amongst the people in misery, amongst the people in suffering, amongst the people in deprivation, the man they dance. It's symbolic. Now London, the man they dance. Where it's now meet some president and say far disaster. Where I get the information. And they stop the conference and I go so. I'm not to this, not to dance.
But that was what the information minister said, that he was leaving. That was on Saturday morning. And Saturday evening, he was dancing. For me, that was like, how dare you? How dare you? So it's like they knew, but they just did not care. Because that's take out press release.
That's the symbolic point of the pointer. They knew, they don't care. They don't want for no.
This thing,
the red they go up, they no one for no. The pepper they go up, they no one for no. Blackouts they no one for no. All they care about now for me, them they enjoy their own life. They come to loot the people. The change when I don't say the padium change when they give them the money all up. So what do you think? That then papa the way he changed the change all in the old. 250 times not travel.
Yes, if I come in again.
Yeah, move to go ahead.
It's a good.
Yeah, one thing again just amused me. Yeah, since this government, this party coming out governance, they are not the amount of blood and the kidnapping at this age, 21st century. I mean, I recently now understand they didn't get anything they can of power, then let them for all people they eat them and they use them as spiritual for gain power. And some of the things then you will notice say them people that they use fetish. Look, the all okay talk so they can alone. They have all man in body, they tired, nobody will come and say, "Long demonstrate." You understand? It's this is one thing I don't notice. All the body just they relax, they go can and do, they go back. Only they will do nothing. It's like they get to where they play with you, they manipulate your mindset. And I make you therefore very, very be careful 2023. Don't make no mistake. Because then guys, if you not come on, some of you man, inshallah, they will go say, we'll go to the eat, we will get something hard, but go to the eat. What about people in back home? You know? Would really for do. Even the other speaker would bring out the last Dr. Tokan. If anybody now therefore help for let's Sierra Leone liberate, now the people in the diaspora, We'll therefore really try. We'll therefore be very serious with what to do. We'll therefore fight very hard. Yeah, because we go there, I'll do something. You know, go book all we are. But then if you do as a child, we'll go there, harass them, beat them, kill them, and I go lock them up. But we'll go able to do nothing another would do. You know, so we get more advantage for we able to do something. At least no see say yes. They didn't really know say the people are they don't really against we would govern them. Look now what's in the opposite. They will send money like just like what our speaker say. They will send money, they just don't go. That money, then nothing, no inquiry will take place. And this is sad. When APC then power this thing and they're happy, but whenever they come, now just roturata, how people go deep and die in a country, they go and dance for what team? You know, this is very sad and disgraceful for say a leader behave like this. Even for Ghana Guinea.
A disaster.
For Ghana Guinea, go look for Tapalapa, for go see how they make Tapalapa. Pass the exception for go from where you go, you will see not Tapalapa factory. And this is all is just exactly, you know.
He didn't see the Tapalapa, that was the issue. He didn't see it. They just showed him something else.
You know, we really need to do something. If we not do something, it's not good. It's like when they talk, they will not do. Therefore, next action now, let really know some the people there. Sometimes if you see trouble, if you come, where they say the log gates, we don't do upside, not kind of, you know. We say we just go continue for the day. Yeah, sometimes they never do them, you know. So we say don't go, just go the day. Bring what are possible, we don't need it again. But we just relax, then people are able to, you know. We therefore really do something, you know. But to be honest, exactly.
It look like say we not gonna know side how we able for square this with anybody except the leadership of the country, because you know I've been trying for when we start this program. I've been trying for let we just avoid blaming or saying, but when you look at the whole thing, when you look at it like a chain of things, them will lead to then can't so. You understand? If you see Ben Kaifala, they prevent, they defend somebody for thief 1.5 million.
I'm telling you.
You understand? Get away with them. Then institutions, then they, or agencies, then they, also disaster agencies, then they where they try to prevent problems in the country, then they give them money. Then the mayor, they try for doing best for making sure Freetown is safe from disaster. Then they sabotage the mayor, then they fight the mayor. You understand? So you find out, say, the money them with the budget table there for them kind of disaster agency there. So all man they chop, they sit down and they hope say nothing will go happen. Let them left and give the mayor. The mayor will fetch your own case. So a disaster like this, we even though we try not for even therefore put on them, but we're not getting any choice. We're not going to go bam. We're not getting nobody for blame.
I know somebody was blaming the mayor, saying no, she hasn't paid her staff. And I'm like, have you forgotten that there is one consolidating fund where money comes to pay people? She has no hands in that. So she doesn't pay them personally. It comes from the government funds. If they haven't paid them, it's not her fault. All she can say is they should be paid. But again, sometimes people become so ignorant, like, no, it's her duty. It's not her. We all know they have only one bank account where all money comes from. So these are the things.
Look, one old minister, one can fetch mayor for payments. Can you imagine? Minister, they can't.
Mr. Wakasu.
Put money in the hand.
Mr. If you look at the mayor, yeah, remember the mayor, then slap her, waiting come up behind in above case. Not even sad. They know the arrests. But then I want to make one with people them say we get for Gima to do this in chance make it done. Because when you don't lost election, that's who they arrest now. We boots on the soil with the civilian, with the citizen. We not to APCO. With the citizen again for making them misperform. During election, then they go see the other side of we. We are desperate, we are ready and wild. We're not for support we are the APC for make we know for kick her out. If I go. Because I'm glad in a way, like, when I go join other political parties, they will all join together for make Madabio go. Madabio is a disaster in Sierra Leone. Madabio is a killer. He's a murderer. You don't understand? That's if man. You know, listen, the one state of mind don't show you volumes of the man himself. The man, if we talk about corruption again, because he knows he's corrupt than all of them. All of them put together is more corrupt. It's just the good number. If you see the minister, they tell you, say, the impression that they give that you should not be accounted for.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
Okay, Mr. Fox, I think so. You got to put your phone steady, let your phone steady. I think so. When your phone steady, much better. Yeah. So, Sweet Bonita, we they come close to the time now. So, how do you platform they go?
Well, it's just about more of condolence messages to people, and we have Yamata here. Hello, Yamata, because it's been a while. These are most of our viewers. Then today we have a new viewer, which is Helen Mabete. So we'd like to say welcome, Helen. Welcome, Fona. And also Dowdy Black, we want to say hello. Arun Pape, thank you for sharing. Abdul Karim Fofana, welcome. Lamza, welcome. Alisane, welcome. Israel, even though you sent a link, I'm not able to view what's in that link, but welcome. Adamazin Kagbo, she's like, well, this is a disgrace to our nation. So I think people are just like, we are all sad of what has happened. But again, what can we do? We all have to come together as one and then mourn for the people of Wellington, because Wellington is in mourn right now. We all need to come together. And that's between, I think that's constituency 115 or 114. So
yes,
let's keep them in our prayers.
Yeah, we see the Honorable MP, we see Chagi Koko, we see quite all of them, the entire APC secretariat did it up and down today. And
Yeah.
you know, we not go, we call Mufti in today for make prayers for the people them we don't lost.
Okay. And also just a quick one, so that Mufti will help us pray for our special guest that was supposed to be here, which was Paul. His dad is in hospital, so if you can just put him in our prayers as well, because he was supposed to be here, but we all know how the hospital situations are. That was one of the reasons he wasn't here with us.
Entire hospital are overwhelmed right now. You know,
exactly.
they're overwhelmed right now. So yeah, Mufti, I think say it's about time. I think for you will come in and just make dua for the people them we don't die, and may Allah give shifa to the other one them. We will also try for contact one of the community pastor for himself join me today, but unfortunately we will not be able to forget for coming. So Mufti give you small, I would say moral lecture, and then from there make dua for the people them, and all the one day we get involved inside with them family them, let make it easy for them. Let we say for their brother, so we get chance to make the good contribution, and we'll make sure the contribution reach to the people that we need them the most. So over to you, sir.
Jama Salli ala Muhammad. Yeah, and anyway, the right thing we don't do so, because we possibly don't die, they need this prayer. And most of them who believe say they're not even prepared. Ya Allah, any Southern day today, they go sorry for their soul.
Really?
The one that we be saying they not die, but then they in a very critical condition. We pray that God make them recover very, very soon. Ya Allah. We say for there, we try to echo at least for give awareness to the other people and for know how to escape that kind of disaster in the future. Ya Allah, let God make people in land and let God bring peace to that country. Ya Allah. The leader they would and they present we be say they don't turn tribalism, they don't turn cannibalism. Would the pray God make no left them power, then they will know you hold them. Let God make who hold them into ransom. Ya Allah. We say for day, Ya Allah, let God make who look after we safe. Ya Allah, let God look after we in this dunya and Yawm al-Akhirah. So I make some small dua for the people there. Allahu la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum. La ta'khuzu sinnatu wa la nawm. له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يأتون بشيء من علمه إلا بمن شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤود حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنين كل آمن بالله والملائكة وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسوله قالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما عملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحمل ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين والله الذي لا إله إلا هو الرحمن الرحيم المالك يا الله القدوس يا الله السلام يا الله المهيمن يا الله المهين يا الله العزيز يا الله الجبار يا الله المتكبر يا الله الخالق يا الله البارئ يا الله المصور يا الله الغفور يا الله we call it this he names this night and no say any side of them call it name you always respond ya Allah bring peace in our country ya Allah bring peace in our country ya Allah the leader that will get to the way that they try to mix up this country ya Allah pull them out expose them remove them from power ya Allah let bring peace in our country ya Allah giving wise leader then after this regime ya Allah any people who then try to bring disaster in that country ya Allah not allow them let them gain power in that country ya Allah any people who then get bad intention for that country, Ya Allah, not allow that they then get any power in that country, Ya Allah. Any people who will be saying not get no good intention for the people of can suffer the Ya Allah, no make them near any part of power in that country. Fi rahmatika ya rabbal alamin. Subhana rabbika bil izzati wa ma yusifun. Wa salatun wa salamu ala jami anbiya'i wal mursalin. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Thank you very much, Mufti Menk. And we go with Brother Reading, we are the technical director, we are Mr. Mo Bangura. Of course, in the work behind the scenes to make sure things are done properly in this platform, and a host of the other colleagues them with we at the background we not in us right now. Mr. Mo Bangura, so far, of course, yourself, your reaction, at least you with at the platform, your quick reaction to what happened, and then also on a preparation for this Reading meeting, we'll get the general meeting. So I'll go on for come quickly and just talk to we what you think about the whole thing, the disaster as alone, and how they prepare for this one. So, Mr. Mo, are you there? Mr. Mo Bangura responded. So, Mr. Fox, give you one last few words, and then from there we round up because we don't get to the time now.
Okay. Basically, like the one day we die, we feel sorry for them. And I put on to them, say that the government is responsible. Whether they're one believer or not one believer, they are responsible. Because they're supposed to be monitoring the agencies, making sure that they perform their duties. So the people that perform their duties, the best thing they're doing for now, if the president sober, if I don't sack the whole self, because their response is not commensurate to the disaster we happen. It's not adequate enough. It's a disgrace to Sierra Leone. You're gonna make me self-afraid for go saloon. That means I know they insure who they go saloon. Because I know say the disaster they did at that country, they so grave. Well, you not go blame them again. Mother, you don't care. I don't another time I'm the last one. Mother, you not care. You not be seen in a party and thief. I know what I head. So in a party and thief, 2023, we not support you for look pull mother bill. Because with my boots on the soil, at the kind side for look and pull mother bill, they pull her and power for go. Then I have the last word.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fox, for the swift response, for able to come, salvage the situation on the platform. We really appreciate, and hopefully in the we'll expect for receive you also again for other discussions that will happen on the platform. And Sweet Bonita, any last words from you?
Well, it's just like pray for the people that passed away, and also for brothers and sisters that, like, for example, Pope's dad is in hospital at this minute, and also not forgetting Mo's niece that also passed away. I think on the 12th is when they're gonna do her burial ceremony. So it's just to keep them in our prayers, because at this minute we are mourning, and I think that's all really I can say.
Indeed. Normally we platform making on fire, we don't vibrant, but today is a very, very sad day for we, and then loss of lives, and we technical director, of course, actually Bonita, himself the bereaved, get family member very close, niece way passed away. So and yeah, but as APC, in the struggle of APC, there's victory. There's always victory for we, and trust me, what we see yesterday from the meeting with the diaspora people come together, I was quite impressed. Hopefully in the coming weeks, we go see message in the come out for everybody when a Sierra Leonean, even if now £5, may put on towards the victims them. The one who don't die, we will give them a befitting burial. But we wonder with the alive, we don't die. The suffer we don't go for suffer. Not to this month, not to next month. They go for take years of suffering for that they're able for actually turn around and think about what passed with them on Friday evening. What a man and skin them bone. And where people in the talk, where they talk, smoke they come out inside the mouths. This is how serious, this is how hot the system they is right now. The time. You see smoke like where winter then also we person the talk, you see smoke they come on like the person. That's what it happen at that hot country day. Person them born where you open mouth now steam they come out. Then they call for water, then they pull water, then they get the drink. The other boy give up, he said, "No, come go no side, I left me rest." He said, "I left me the dorm." Then the big gun for the gap. Because they don't want to touch him. They don't want to touch him because when you touch him, in skin the left in your body, beef the left in your hand. This is how serious the burn it was. You know, it's like, it's sad, it's sad. You know, then just the Allah more, all man just the Allah. I don't know what you for do. The whole country shut down when it comes to medical. The whole country down, no nothing, no day. Because they're not getting no equipment for treat fire. They don't get no equipment for treat burn. We person non burn, waiting in the use panel. I don't know what I know about this. Like the whole country. Then disaster response team organization where they get there. I don't know, they don't get no equipment for that.
No, we just have girls down here saying, well, they don't have an equipment. And for me, it's like, if they don't have, that's the point. They are there to request for it so that it's available. It's available because it's not like they don't have budget for them, but they don't use it because as far as they're concerned, they'll end up saying, oh, when would we get fire? So let's use the money for something else. Now that there's fire, then they are not able to produce it.
But the ambulance go and get forced in the user and they don't want to transport.
I'm saying the book. When I shipped, I was in Africa in March. I had a vehicle, which I have a picture of. This ambulance was at the station where I was collecting my goods. They were loading conflicts, pampers in there.
Yeah, they run the ambulances as transport. The other day, I saw a video of this ambulance man. He don't drunk. He run the ambulance as transport. They go left people in a bush.
Oh yeah, the one that he didn't even know what he was saying.
I saw it.
It came out drunk. Pissed. He was really pissed, drunk. He came out there with the interview the man. The man don't know what they talk. He don't know what's been there. He just go nearly kill people there inside vehicle. Can you imagine inside ambulance? So if ambulance driver drunk to a point who's not able for team up, unable for work on a straight line, able to ask people questions.
Just a quick one. It says the ambulance are packed at the President Lodge, so at least they have it for them private use, not for public use.
Oh, can you imagine that? Well,
yeah.
Then
that's what they just put on the forum, that it's packed at President Lodge. So when they have an issue, then there's an ambulance, but it's not for everyone.
Ah, okay. Well, there you
and
go.
You were saying we should not blame this administration. It's come back to
this
you.
They're not ready.
You know, at least we should have seen some response when the thing happened. By the morning till we don't see a huge difference. But come on, look the hospital there.
This is up to now, we can say 48 hours because it happens Friday, Saturday, today's Sunday. We're going into Monday.
Yeah. Anyways, we're going to end this thing like this. It's really sad. And we hope say any side Sierra Leonean see who side in the make small contribution for the people them, the survivors them. Please make them make chance for put small thing. The UK obviously they come up with a statement very soon for make contribution na the accounts. So we expect say people them, Sierra Leoneans them who respond, and we make sure say that money they go Freetown they meet the secretariat, and the don't go already the entire place. The don't go gets telephone numbers, addresses, and names of people that were actually affected by this, and the party could do best for make sure say them money also reach them people there, so whatever.
That's very good idea.
Need,
very good idea.
They will make sure say then and they reach them, right? So whatever we do now also right now as diasporans, we come together and put all we money together as diasporans and pump for we secretariat na salon, and then go do the right thing for we people there, because we don't see this government anything will reach them inside their pockets. So we they do what we will do as opposition for make sure so we salvage the situation within the country. So if I reach there, and then I also with Mr. Lawrence Fox from A Salon.
These are
the things we're talking about.
And the London Pirates.
Salon, the normal guy. The guy just a thief, guy.
Yes. And then they also thief with the Mufti, the London.
Yes, sir. Thief. Yeah. This is what happened when he put Alibaba for guiding money. That thief, only the thief. The guy now Alibaba and the fourth thief.
It's not to laugh. It's serious. He's not the thief.
I'm telling you.
And it does work with the thief.
But the good thing is, Mr. Fox, the good thing is, also all the people keep their money there, who know they all. So their money are in order for benefits. I would go collect them.
No, someone they keep them in house. So that's how you show. They keep them in house. You don't know.
Yeah.
You guys say they keep them in house.
Yeah.
Sorry, they said Sampa requested for the ambulance to be packed. Then we have here from Jake Roman says, you are saying they don't have an ambulance. Let the hospital have a stretcher in the first place. So there was no stretcher.
Yeah, there's no stretcher. Yeah, exactly.
And the hospital.
Because imagine where person go born, he won't go long. When I forget stretcher, they put the person though.
After the burn, after the fire has been put out by the rain, right? I'm really tempted to put out a video here. I just don't want to make people feel what is that. The amount of video when they don't.
The children they sent to me, Mr. Walker, so the children they sent to me, so they're not good for opener.
No, I know, yeah. You know, let's just leave it like that. Let's just leave it like that. And you know,
don't.
Let's call it a day.
Ibrahim. All right, good evening.
Yeah, finish it off, Chidonita.
Oh yeah, no, it's just Ibrahim, it's IB Bangura. He was just saying, thank you that I mentioned about the death of the funeral arrangement that they have in Sunderland.
All right.
Or Samora. So it was just condemning that, but that's it. So I'd like to say good evening to everyone. Jay Kuroma and then Dauda. Then we have Yamata. We have the Mobangura. Then we have again Santigi Bangura. It says, Santigi want us to post Fatima's video dancing in the dinner. So that's something we'll post later.
Next time.
We'll do that for you, Santigi, next time.
Inshallah.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Shoot Bonita, thank you. And let's just finish off with the same video where we start with. The official reports, at least that one day, that give me any gruesome images.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
At least 91 people have been killed and many others severely burned in a fire that followed a fuel tanker explosion in Sierra Leone's capital. So the blast happened after the tanker collided with another vehicle at a busy junction in the Wellington area of Freetown. The vice president has visited a hospital treating the injured. The number of dead is expected to rise. Omar Fofana is a journalist. He's joining us from Freetown in Sierra Leone, where I believe you're at the scene of that accident. Omar, tell us what you're seeing.
Yes, please. I'm right at the scene. You can see just behind me here the wreckage of the tanker into which a truck rammed last night. And the latest we have is that 97 charred bodies have been received at the central mortuary. That is to the mortuary officials. And there are more than 100 people who are injured and admitted at various hospitals across the country. The health area has been stretched with hospitals asking for everything that they need to be able to respond. Most of those more than 100 patients who are currently admitted are said by the country's Deputy Health Minister, Dr. Amara Jambai, to be critically injured. And it's a matter of time, he says, before the death toll rises. So, as you can see here right now, there are lots of people in the background here people expressing concern and some people wailing.
Tell us more about how this actually happened.
Well, it was late yesterday evening, after rush hour, people heading home, must have been around 8 p.m. local time, when this tanker right behind me here, or the child remains thereof, was rammed into by the truck, which you can also see just by the burnt out tanker there. So once it happened, there was some petrol leakage from the tank, and then some commercial motorbike taxi riders came and they were started scooping the fuel from the truck, from the tanker rather. And then there was a traffic hold-up in this area, so that when there was a first ball that more or less came out afterwards, we don't know what caused the explosion. But once it happened, then those who were trapped in the traffic in their vehicles, the explosion hit them, the fireballs more or less snowballed the whole area. And many of those who died or they were burnt inside their vehicles. And a lot of others who died were the motorbike taxi riders who were scooping fuel from the tanker.
We expect, or there are reports that there will be some sort of emergency response meeting later, chaired by the country's vice president. What do we expect to happen there?
Yes, the country's president is at the climate summit in Scotland, so the vice president is acting, and there is an emergency response meeting which is scheduled to happen any moment from now, which will be chaired by that vice president. They're planning to prepare their response. I mean, the response so far has been very basic. You can see the police officers, the army, the prison services, the fire force are all here, organized by the office for the response agency. But their response has been very basic. Those who responded last night to collect the bodies and send them to the mortuary this morning had to use basic plastic bags to cover their hands with. That is how far things have been stretched here in terms of the response. But we don't know what they will come up with once that emergency meeting happens later today.
Okay, thank you so much for the time being, Omar Fofana, for giving us an update from Sierra Leone.
Wow.
The response has been very basic, using basic plastic bags to carry the bodies, the burnt out bodies, charred bodies, over 100 charred bodies. And the survivors, you cannot do anything about them, instead of just give them water to keep them alive. Thank you very much, comrades of the APC and compatriots of Sierra Leone. Continue for share this program. Continue for join we next week, and on a subscribe to the platform. Una go to get the notification rather than una wait for the link. Please join us again next week for another very important topic we'll go for discuss. While we're here till next week, please continue for lookout for the statements that will come out on social media for support the victims in Sierra Leone. Very soon, the Secretariat from the UK and Ireland will put out a statement. Please, wanna join whoever on a day in the world, various branches, Secretariat, and will come out with a statement for support the victims then. So me, Comrade Owen Kasu, and then with Sweet Bonita, when I'm a co-host with Mr. Lawrence Fox and Mr. Mufti, with the London Parrots. Till next week, thank you very much.